Hey guys, it's Fantasy and welcome to a speed build video. So from the title, a lot of you might be really excited. This is the house for season 3 of my Sims 4 Let's Play. It's starting tomorrow. I told you guys it'll be starting Saturday, so I had to get this up today, and I've been working on this like a lot the past 2 days. I did it like, I didn't do all of it in one sitting because I was like super picky about this and it had to be perfect. And I don't know, it's not like, oh my god, the perfect house, but it's like perfect for what I was thinking of for this Let's Play. So I took a lot of time on it, and right now I'm just building the outside of the house, and I sped the first like 6 minutes of this build up a lot because I took a really long time on the outside of the house and I was being really indecisive and changing things a lot. And then also I want to tell you guys, the 2 houses you see beside this house is actually the other family members' houses, so I thought it'd be cool to put them have them living right beside each other, and then they'll visit a lot, and I thought that was cute. So on the no wait, who lives in what? Okay, in the blue house, I like forgot for a second. In the blue house is where the parents live, you know, Chloe and Hazel, and then Quentin, Jordan, and then also Demi lives there because she's still a child. And then on the other side, the smaller house is with Dustin and Mariah, and they're gonna have a baby soon. Like you guys know, Mariah's pregnant, so yeah, they live in a little bit of a smaller house, but there is room in there for a baby. And I also put a little bassinet in there just so it would be there, even though it would automatically be there. I wanted it in a certain spot, so I just stuck it in there. And yeah, so right now I'm doing some, you know, roof things. You guys know that takes me forever, so I took a while with that, and I kept changing it. And then I was looking at the other house, the blue house. I didn't build that. I found it on the gallery, but I did build the other house. So yeah, but I was looking at the blue house. I don't know what it was called, so I'm just gonna call it that. And it had like a little, you know, back area with a deck with a little roof going over it. So I kind of wanted to do that. I don't know. I liked how it looked, and it doesn't look exactly like the other house does, but similar. So yeah, I couldn't get it to look exactly how they got it to look. I really like that house. It's really pretty inside too. You guys will see it when we start the Let's Play. And now I just added in a door and, you know, stairs and stuff. They have a little porch area. Also, afterwards, I have to move the house like really close to the front of the lot, so like they really don't have a little front area, which kind of sucks, but I wanted them to be in this lot. I wanted, you know, all of the family to be beside each other, and you know, the lots in this spot are not that big. This is actually in Newcrest. They were living in Willow Creek, but I decided to move them all to Newcrest, so yeah. And this lot was just, I don't know, it just worked out the most. So, you know, there's like no space left on the lot. It's like completely full because I wanted to make this house really big, and I also wanted them to have a nice backyard. So yeah, now I'm doing windows, and I feel like there's too many windows, but then when I would take some away, I feel like there was too little. So yeah, I always put a lot of windows everywhere. And then plus it adds more light in the house because like houses are really dark in The Sims 4 if you don't have a lot of windows. And there's also like a ton of lights inside too because it's a big house and it was hard to light up. And I'm just adding more windows, and I added a lot of tall windows on the downstairs and then just little ones upstairs. Sorry, I just took a sip of water because my throat always decides to be weird when I do voiceovers. And now I just put like light wood on the decks in the back, and I kind of wanted like, I don't know, the whole outside to be matchy-matchy of all like light colors, like a light kind of beige wood. I don't know. But then I did a white fence because, I don't know, that just looked good. There's like white in the windows, white in the stairs, so I thought that looked good. And then also the same fencing is on the other 2 houses, so it's all matching. And then I put a pool, and I really like pools in The Sims 4, even though there's not that much to do in them. I feel like it just makes the backyard look so pretty, so I always put pools. And now I'm doing the stairs, and I end up changing where the stairs are like a million times because I didn't know where I wanted them to be, and stairs are like so annoying. I don't know, they just look so awkward, and I ended up putting it in the middle there. That was, I don't know, it looked the best there to me, and I went with that. And Then I put like a little railing around in the upstairs, and now I'm doing the upstairs floor plan. This house ends up having 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, but you can make it into like 4 bedrooms, probably even 5 bedrooms actually. You guys will see why. This house is pretty big and all the rooms are pretty big. So yeah, now I'm doing the wallpaper, and I went with like a really different color scheme for this house. The kitchen is like really bright orange, you guys just saw, and then I made Destiny and Daniel's room, well, okay, I was gonna say I made both the rooms bright, but no, I didn't. Daniel has just like, you know, a more like darker themed room, but then Destiny has like bright, so bright pink, and then also like really bright blue. You guys will see what I'm talking about, but I don't know, now I'm saving. I wanted this house to have just like bright colors in at least some of the rooms, and also like different colors throughout the house. I don't know. I wanted it to look different on the inside, and plus Destiny and Daniel are young, so I thought they just wanted different color furniture everywhere. I don't know. They chose to move into a house like as soon as their birthday came, so I feel like they would want their house to look different. And also there's like no specific theme to this house either, and I kind of like was thinking maybe they went furniture shopping and just was buying everything they like and not really thinking of a certain theme from that for the house, because everything looks really different everywhere. And yeah, I'm doing some landscaping, but I end up removing all of those, and I just don't do any landscaping on the side of the house. So yeah. And now I was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do for plants. I wanted like, you know, those flowers that go up the windows or go up the walls, whatever. But then it just looked weird with the theme of the house, so I took those down too. And yeah, I just went with little flowers like that on the wall. I think that fit the house a lot better. And then I decided to do some landscaping on the 2 like empty areas on the sides of the decks. And what am I doing? I'm like going around everywhere. I was like being really picky with how the flowers look too. You guys will see I try to put flowers somewhere else, and I like keep removing it and changing it, and then I end up going with a tree in the end. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out that a tree would probably look better there. And then I was actually looking at the other 2 backyards, and I was like, oh, it would probably look better if there was a tree. So yeah, here I'm like putting all these different plants, and it just was looking really weird. I usually don't really have much trouble with landscaping, but I don't know. I guess it's because of the theme of this house and the way everything looked. Everything was just looking weird to me. So here I finally decided to go with a tree, and then I couldn't decide what tree. But I ended up going with like a taller one that kind of looks like that one. Yeah, that. Just because this house is pretty big, so... But I didn't want like a ginormous tree, but I want it to be bigger than the ones I usually use, because I usually use pretty small trees around houses. And now I'm putting like flowers around it, and I feel like that looked a lot better than just having the flowers there by themselves. And I'm using those flowers, what are they from? Is it from Outdoor Retreat? I don't know, but I really like those flowers. They just make everything look so pretty, and they're pretty colors. And here I am doing some more landscaping, just a little bit. I ended up using those flowers that I wanted to use on the side of the house, and I still really wanted to use them somewhere, so I got to use them there. And I had to like push them up against the fence more because I think they looked really weird just like floating. And now I'm adding some more flowers. There's a lot of flowers, and I was like, okay, I'm adding so many flowers around the house, but like they're not like gardeners or anything. And like I was adding planters and everything. And so I decided that I think I'm going to have Destiny get into gardening, just have, you know, that's going to be her little hobby. I think that would be cute. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. And it would just be something for her to do. Also, I think I decided, I'm not going to keep this a secret. A lot of you guys were commenting that Daniel should just be in the culinary career. What do they call it in The Sims 4? Is that what it's called? Or is that The Sims 3? I don't know. But you guys told me that he can actually be a mixologist. And then I was like, oh yeah, if he's in that career, he can eventually be a mixologist, I think. So yeah, we're going to do that. So that's what he will be, and I'm really not sure about Destiny yet, so that part can just be a surprise, because I'll probably decide before I start, or maybe I'll decide in the first part. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I put little turtles in the pool you guys saw there, and I thought that was cute. And now I'm putting a little fire pit with some chairs. I thought that would be nice if they have some company or they invite some family over and just to chill out there. And finally, moving on to the inside of the house. Okay, so here is where the video isn't as sped up, if you guys can even tell. It's still really sped up, but just not as fast because the outside just took me forever. I was doing it really slowly, but I didn't do the inside as slowly, but it still took me forever. So I'm adding all the curtains now. And this is Destiny's room, the pink room, and I put like the giant curtains, even though there's small windows. I just wanted those in there, and you know, we're gonna just pretend that Destiny wanted giant curtains because they were pretty. And then I'm doing the downstairs bathroom, and I love this bathroom. I ended up going with that big giant bathtub that I never get to use that I love, and it fit perfectly in this bathroom, and the bathrooms in this house are pretty big. Well, they're not huge, but a lot bigger than the bathrooms I usually have in my houses. So I was like putting the most expensive things in this house because I was like, why not? They have so much money, and we still had like 33,000 simoleons left, I believe. So that toilet is actually unbreakable, and I was like, we have to use it. I hate when the toilets always break, but the other toilets I use are not unbreakable. But I eventually want to upgrade to the unbreakable ones because I hate when the toilets are always breaking. They always break like a million times. And now I'm doing the upstairs bathroom, and this one just has the shower that has the bath with it, and this one's a little bit more simple, but still I used a pretty good toilet and stuff because I always use the cheapest things, but when you have a lot of money, I was like, yay, I can finally use expensive things, and you know, things won't break as often, so that's good. And then I put another door there so you could go into the bathroom from that room. And I'm doing the last bathroom. I always do bathrooms first in houses. So yeah, this is actually Daniel's bathroom. So it was kind of weird. He gets his own bathroom, but Destiny doesn't. I kind of wanted her to have her own bathroom, but it worked out better this way. And she actually gets her own little room. So then it's fair. So yeah, I put a bathtub and a shower in this one. And then we're going downstairs. I don't know why. Oh, I was going to say I don't know why I jumped from the upstairs to downstairs, but it's because I was doing all the bathrooms first. Duh. Now I'm doing the little study room that they have. So this has no specific theme. I was kind of just going with what I like. And yeah, so there's a white desk, and then I was going to use like the most expensive computer. And I was like, wait, I probably shouldn't do that because that's like 10,000 simoleons. And I don't know. I was like spending money like crazy. So I didn't want to end up having, you know, nothing left. And then I put a little plumb bob light, which I use in like every single house. And then I put a bookshelf, and just this room is like pretty much all white and blue themed, kinda. Mostly white, but there's like a blue with the easel and then blue on the rug. Oh, and blue chairs. So I put little chairs there, and then I also put like a little game table. But I only put 3 chairs just because it kind of would look too cramped if I put 4 chairs. And now I'm adding some paintings. And I'm adding a table with a little light. And I really love that light. It's so pretty. And then some plants. And I don't know how much they'll go in this room because I don't know. They have like so many computers in the house. And Destiny has her own little room that you guys will see. So I don't know. But the family's going to expand. And then also like, oh, now I'm doing the kitchen, by the way, and it's like all warm toned with orange walls. But yeah, the family's going to expand, but right now there's only 2 Sims in the house, but then, you know, they have boyfriends and girlfriends, so when they move in, that room will probably get used more. And then I put the little coffee thing because I love doing that. You have so many different coffee options with that, so I don't like just getting a normal coffee pot anymore because that's boring. And now I'm just putting, you know, decorations, some paintings, and now we are doing the dining room. And I couldn't decide what table I wanted at first. I wanted that wood table because it kind of like matched with the kitchen, but I didn't like it. So I ended up going with a glass one, and it still had the dark wood, so it matched. And then I was going to do orange chairs, but I don't think I ended up doing that just because the walls are orange, but it looked weird. Yeah, so I just go with brown chairs. And then I'm putting that thing on the wall, which I love. It like fills up so much space and there's so much stuff on it. And then I found this other thing, whatever that is, but there's a whole bunch of like kitchen things in there. or I think there's like a teapot, I don't know. And then I'm putting a rug under there. I put like, well, I wanted to put a lot of rugs in areas because this house is pretty, like, really open. So, like, yeah, like, this is the living room and it's, like, ginormous. So I end up adding other things in there. And I was having trouble what couch I wanted. And I ended up going with something really different. So you guys will see. Also, the living room is not there. I end up moving it over there because I think that looks better. And yeah, so there's a green couch and I did like a green theme and I never really do that. So this was different, and this is what I mean by the whole house is just so random. There's no specific theme at all. Everything is like different kind of furniture. Like, you know, some of it's modern, some of it's totally not. And just, I don't know. I think we can change this house like over time as the family grows and eventually make it a specific theme, but I was just thinking of it as they went furniture shopping and bought a whole bunch of just stuff they liked and didn't really care if it like went together. So then I put this giant rug and it's just like gray and a light over there, and I was surprised at how many, like, you know, things that had green in it. I guess because I never really use green. And now I'm making all the curtains green because I thought that would go better. And then I forgot that one curtain, but I do end up fixing that. And then over here, since there's so much space, I ended up deciding to put a bar. So Daniel, you know, he's into mixology, or he hasn't even really done it yet, but he does like that. So I'm going to have him do that a lot. And then there's a little foosball table and more paintings. And this can be just like, you know, a little party area. I think this is nice. They can invite people over, and when their family's over, they'll have lots to do. And then I just added this little thing right here with some decorations to fill in that space because it looked weird. And then here, I actually just put boxes in this room. And, you know, because they just moved in, so they have boxes. And that's actually like a spare bedroom right now, but I think that'll eventually be a baby's room. So for now, they're using it for storage. And now I'm just putting in a orange rug when you walk in. And then there was a shoe rack and a coat rack. And now I'm doing Daniel's room. So his is more like dark themed with like blue, but it's like a darker blue and a lot of black. So his room's really simple. I actually put 2 dressers in here because the room's so ginormous. This is what I mean by this house could have so many bedrooms. You could split this into 2 bedrooms. So if this family becomes huge and I don't want to move, because I really like this house, then we can just add more bedrooms very easily. And then I gave him a blue desk with a blue chair. And then some a blue painting over there, and then just other random paintings. And I don't know why I went with these music paintings, but I did. Even though he's not into that, he just liked them. So I just put those there, and I couldn't really find paintings. Oh, I did put a guitar. So maybe he can get into music. I completely forgot about that. So if he gets into music, that would make more sense. Now we're doing Destiny's room, which is probably my favorite room. There's like an overwhelming amount of pink. So some of you guys might not like this, but that's what I decided to go with. I wanted like a super bright pink, and this will eventually change, obviously. When Lucas moves in, we're going to change this whole room, and it's going to look totally different. But for now, for the short amount of time that she has this room to herself, I wanted it to be very girly and bright. So yeah, there's just a lot of bright paintings, and her room is super ginormous again. So I put another bookshelf. I was trying to think of things to fill up space, and again, there's 2 dressers. I actually like how that looks. And then I put a TV in her room because she doesn't have a computer in there, because she's going to have a computer in that blue room beside there. That's going to be her own little room for her to have her own space. And now I'm just adding, you know, clutter. And I put clothes on the floor too. More clutter and more clothes. And then I added some lights. I always like to put those in like all the rooms, and they just put your sim in a nice mood. So I did that. And now I'm moving on to her little room, and I'm so excited for this. She can just go in here all the time, and it's so bright and colorful. So yeah, this can also turn into a baby's room eventually, because, you know, she doesn't necessarily need this room. I just thought I would put it here because there's so much extra space. So yeah, it's very bright, pretty, and I actually put a fireplace in there, so it can be nice and toasty. And then another easel, and I also put a treadmill, so if she wants to work out a little bit. And I think, yeah, now I'm just adding paintings, and that's pretty much all I add in this room. And I, again, couldn't figure out what paintings I wanted to use, so I had to use very simple ones. And then I put more boxes there. And we're actually coming to an end of this build, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll have some pictures after this. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for season 3 starting tomorrow. I'm super duper excited, and I hope you guys like the house. It is up on the gallery if you guys would like to download it. So yeah, I love you guys all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.